Sziasztok, akkor folytassuk is a tegnap megkezdett játékot, illetve hát a történetet. És akkor, ha minden igaz, ott hagytuk abba, hogy Dokitól megkaptuk a saját címét? Nem tudom, címét vagy telefonszámát. A lényeg az, hogy most meg kell keresnünk a Doki fiatalabbik énjét, ha jól értettem, aki már majdnem készen van egy rakétafúróval, vagy valami hasonló eszközzel, amivel Dokit biztonságosan ki lehetne szabadítani a börtönből. Ez valami konyhaszerűség.
McFly!
Hey.
Kid! Grandpa? That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Hát igen, úgy látszik hírveli történetében McFly-ok,
so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup. Just thought I'd
biffek
come down for some soup.
vannak
Think,
Dögivel.
McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want
Aztán
that,
mi
would
volt
you?
még? Ja igen, Stricklandek.
Would you?
Bocsánat,
No, of
Stricklandek.
course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Érdekes kis jelenet volt. Beszéljünk a leveskeverő
Okay.
úrral.
Hey, never mind.
Hát, vele nem fogunk beszélgetni ezek szerint.
Eli thought she was drunk and said to her, "How long will you keep on getting drunk? Get rid of your wine." Eli should mind his own business.
Jön oda
For we
írva.
were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years.
Aztán akkor itt a telefon. Hoppá, igen.
Brown residence.
Hi.
Resident.
Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse. There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Hát akkor nézzünk körbe. Beszéljünk vele,
I
hát
better not
jutunk
talk to him.
valamit.
I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Na. Szóval egyelőre úgy néz ki, hogy túl sok mindent itt nem tudunk csinálni.
Nice rack.
Yeah,
Vannak ott
we got all
fűszerek.
kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Szó.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Hát, sok dolgot nem értünk, és sok dolgot itt nem is tudunk csinálni. Úgyhogy azt hiszem, menjünk, nézzünk még egy kicsit körbe. Hát, ha kiderül, hogy merre is van valami olyan dolog, amivel kezdeni is tudunk valamit. Nézzünk, ez micsoda.
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Jó, hát oké. Igen. Nem bankolunk. Valószínűleg ide is hiába fogunk bemenni.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Igen. Ezt az így sejtettük. Nézzük meg, hogy mi ez, ami be van zárva.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Jó, hát igen. Ezt nem hisszük el.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Bob.
Hát itt sehol nincsen nekünk maradásunk, úgy látom. Hát menjünk akkor tovább. Hát ha... Borbé. Nézzük. Azonra
Hey, can I get
igazítás.
some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
Hát úgy látszik, a hajunkat se fogjuk a fazonra igazítatni itt. Nézzük.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Oké, hát akkor ide sem megyünk be. Hú, Cápa című film. Menjünk moziba? Jajjaj. Hát... Akkor menjünk a bíróságra, hát ha... Hoppá!
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Hát...
Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out...
Most miért is akarnék oda menni? Hát ott van a doki, tehát akkor menjünk utána, hát nekünk a dokival kéne beszélnünk. Úgyhogy nem tudok futni. De tudok futni, nagyon jó. Itt van Einstein. Einstein segít nekünk valamibe?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Hát Einstein nem segít nekünk. Dokkot utol kéne érni. Beszélni kéne vele.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Well, no.
Na, ott van.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
Végül sikerült elérni
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Bocsi gyerekek, hogy nem nagyon beszélek,
I understand you're working on a new invention
az
in your
igazság,
lab.
hogy nekem is oda kell figyelnem a játékra.
You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Today might well be equal to age expectations.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Mit nem kérdeztünk még tőle?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong.
Valahogy jobb belátásra kell
Will you just give me a
téríteni.
chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue
Vajon
you for
mutassuk meg
defamation of
neki a
character!
könyvet? Jó kérdés, jó kérdés. Menjünk.
Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually, it does belong to him, but not yet. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea to give him a book full of all the things he hasn't invented yet.
Jaj, az nem jó. Szóval akkor nem jutunk előrébb.
Now if
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Hát akkor más nincs.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your
Már
father.
csak ez maradt.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Hát nem tudom, akkor nincs
Emmett,
mit,
about
akkor...
your...
Don't say it.
Jaj.
Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's new.
Ez így
How many
nem a
newtons are
legjobb.
applied to maintaining a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed?
Akkor menjünk és beszéljünk a dokival, hogy nem nagyon sikerül a fiatalabbik énjével dűlőre jutnunk. Ajajaj, na nézzük.
Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks he's been sent by my father to check up on me.
Jó, és akkor
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Na jó.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade,
Mondtam,
I
elég
assure you. I
beszélgetős
had to
kis
keep up
játék,
appearances
tehát
to appease my father.
sok a puzzle, meg a
What does
beszélgetés
this expo
benne.
have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know, h to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we solve that problem he's working on, he'll be more inclined to trust you.
Szerencsére meg tudjuk újra hallgatni ugyanazokat a dolgokat, amiket már egyszer meghallgattunk.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Megnézzük, hogy ezekkel az új
but don't forget we're on a bit of a
információkkal
deadline here.
vajon előrébb tudunk-e jutni a fiatalabb dokinál, vagy pedig nem. Nem oda, hanem menjünk át szépen, és próbáljunk megbeszélni Emmettel.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. To the speed of light.
Na még egyszer
Will you just give
próbáljuk
me a
meg.
chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Nagyon idegesíthetjük.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Hát erről nem akar beszélni. Valami okosat kéne kitalálnunk. De szerintem nincs semmi nálunk, amivel okosat tudnánk mondani.
I better not go back in there. They're angry, and they've got scissors.
Régen játszottam már ezzel a játékkal, és úgy látszik, hogy most el is felejtettem, hogy mit és hogyan kéne. Menjünk vissza talán ide, és nézzük meg, hogy tudunk-e valamit itt csinálni.
Okay. Hey,
Nem.
never mind.
Vele nem sokat tudunk kezdeni. Fűszeres polccal gondolom. Megint nem
Nice
sokat
rack.
tudunk kezdeni.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Hát úgy látszik, itt is csak a semmi van. Hát fölhívni túl sok mindenkit nem tudunk. Emmetről már tudjuk, hogy nincs otthon. Ide hiába nézünk be, nem nyílik, csak annyit tudunk. El van reteszelve. Nagyon jó. Ajaj.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Ajaj. Nincs könnyű dolgunk. Egy ilyen puzzle játéknál ilyenkor jön az, hogy az ember egy picikét kezd megakadni, mert hiába, akkor még beszélek még egy kicsit a dokival, hát ha valami okosat tud még nekem mondani. Itt másra nem tudok kattintani, de be tudok menni a rendőrségre. Mondjuk ennek nem tudom mi értelme van.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Hát, nagyjából valami hasonlóra számítottam. Akkor még a dokival megpróbálok még egyet beszélni.
Marty! How goes the escape plan?
Hát ha még mond valamit. Ja, itt több minden is van. Hát akkor
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Van itt még mit kérdezni.
Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Igen.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socio-economic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Jó, akkor már Ednáról is beszéltünk.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
Oké, akkor most már róla is tudunk.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or
Márti
anything.
most már az egész családfáját megismerte.
This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Igen.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Na, legalább már erről is kicsit többet tudunk.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
I'm still not making any headway with your younger self, Doc.
Really?
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we solve that problem he's working on, he'll be more inclined to trust you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we solve that problem he's working on, he'll be more inclined to trust you.
Hát úgy látszik most
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Okay.
Impossible? Oh, let's start over. 4, 6.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Biff.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Puff.
To the speed of light.
Lerázott minket.
Oh, it brings back to H.
Megvárjuk, amíg kijön.
Well, no, H. I'm gonna be the inverse.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Ezt akarom, na.
About your...
Don't say it. Operator, but in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might...
Legyünk cselesek.
I don't think so.
Ezek szerint...
Maybe not.
Ezek szerint ezt lehetne. Nagyon jó. Ajaj. Fiatal Dokival nem tudunk mit beszélni. Az idősebb Dokival meg hiába szeretnénk mit beszélni. Hát... Következő segítség? Ja, itt a következő segítség. What's about motoring to
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands.
Marty?
Ah! Brown Estate, Klondike 51038. I love my dad and grandpa, but I'm kind of happy I get my looks from mom.
Oké, ez hasznos információ. Hát, ha tudunk, akkor így a... Ja, nem jó. Bár hogy ennek mi értelme lesz, azt nem tudom.
I don't think that picture's gonna do anything but confuse people.
Itt van egy emberke, akivel nem tudok beszélni. Itt van valami, amivel nem tudok semmit
Looks like these
csinálni.
pipes go into the basement.
Nagyon jó. Azt hiába. Ajaj. Na gyerekek. Azt hiszem mai részben azon kívül, hogy beszélgettünk, meg megtaláltuk az ifjabb Dr. Emmett L. Brown-t, hát túl sokat nem tudtunk csinálni. Megint csak.
I don't think that picture's gonna do anything but confuse people.
Azt megint nem, azt megint nem, azt megint nem.
Nah.
Na. Emmettel... Hát Emmet nem nagyon akar szóba állni velem. Doki meg hát beszél, de egyelőre sok változás azon kívül, hogy egy csomó olyan infóval rendelkezem már, amiből szinte semmire nincsen szükségem. Illetve ugye
Doc!
az az egyik problémám, hogy igen Jill, nem nem megnézzük.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
1931. Hát jó, akkor beszélj
What
még
were
egy
you doing in
kicsit.
1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
The usual? You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. ID almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the
akkor ez
DeLorean?
most már
Einstein took it
úgy
from her.
látszik kipörgettük.
How strange. ID almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
Na jó. Igen. Hát akkor túl sok minden nem maradt.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Na, nézzük meg ezekkel az új információkkal fölfegyverkezve, vajon tudunk-e már valami pluszt beszélni ugye az ifjabb dokival, illetve hát most nem is tudom, most ott van, jó van, akkor menjünk elé. Gyerünk, futás. Ennyi most nem tud segíteni.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Nem már, mindig semmi.
About
Don't
your...
say it. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, let's start over. 4 sequels.
Hát srácok, a mai részben túl sokat nem tudtunk előre haladni, és egyelőre nem is látom azt, hogy mi az a puzzle, amit itt meg kéne oldanunk, illetve hogy hogyan kéne megoldani, mert az oké, hogy rá kell venni a dokit, csak még egyelőre nem tudom, hogy és mivel, mert hogy jelen pillanatban nagyon nem akar velünk beszélgetni. Az öreg dokival meg úgy nagyjából mindent átvettünk, amit ő el tudott mondani, most már csak ismételgeti a dolgokat, aminek túl sok értelme szerintem nincsen, bár az is lehet, hogy...
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Mert neki sok értelme nincs. Hát igen, na most amiről kéne vele beszélnünk, arról nem akar velünk beszélni. És hiába megyek akár merre a mappon, nem nagyon találok semmi olyat, amivel tudnék valamit kezdeni, tehát egy kicsikét majd utána kell néznem, hogy itt hogyan is kéne tovább menni. Srácok, akkor holnap folytatjuk. Köszönöm szépen, hogy megnéztétek. A holnapi... Hát nem engednek elköszönni, na.
About your...
remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible?
Na, egy ember, kijött egy ember. Hó, egy új ember a színen. El se hiszem. Láttunk még egy embert. Húha. Lehet, hogy most már fog valami történni. Vagy ez most csak egy ilyen random ember volt.
Majestic Arms. Transients welcome.
Na, nem erre szerettem volna.
I better not go back in there. They're angry and they've got scissors.
Na hát srácok, akkor a mai videónak szerintem itt is lenne vége, holnap majd folytatjuk ezt a nagyon jó kis játékot. Köszi szépen, hogy megnéztétek, ha tetszett, lájkoljátok, ha szeretnétek még ezt a sorozatot nézni, iratkozzatok fel a csatornára, és akkor a holnapi viszontlátásig.